Hi, my name is Leisha Merkelov, and I'll be answering the interview questions. So, the first question is, what does it mean to be a social worker? For me, being a social worker means basically to help people. But to further kind of go on that, to help the people that are unable to help themselves, right? The underdogs, you can call it, or people who in the community are unable to. Yeah, it means giving the resources that I have learned over and the tools that I learned over in life and time, and provide that to people that don't have those tools. Okay, so number 2 is, what are your hopes and expectations for your field service, your field experience? So my hopes or expectations, I usually kind of don't have expectations when I go into a field experience or a practicum. I kind of go in thinking this is something new, and my number one goal is to learn something and to grow in this field and learn more about it. Yeah, and then implement what I'm learning in school or in class and using that in my field experience. Okay, next question is, when you're faced with a problem, what is the first thing you do? So usually when I'm faced with a problem, number one thing I usually do is I take a deep breath and I step back. I step back to evaluate or look at the problem kind of from the outside and see what is my next move, what is my next step. So I want to not make a mistake. I want to evaluate, see maybe what I did incorrectly or how maybe I approached the problem, and find a solution. That's my thing, what I usually do. And the next question is, if you were stranded on a deserted island alone, what 6 items would you need? So my friend, I thought long and hard about this question, and I thought, oh, this is an interesting one. And I thought a different couple things. I was like, am I the only one on Earth here? Am I stranded on this island, or am I trying to get off the island, or am I trying to work in the situation on the island and create a home for myself and just live there? So I had a few thoughts. So I just kind of assumed I'm hoping to get off the island, but while I'm temporary on the island, I would like to create something of a space or something that I can work and live in to further get off the island sooner or later. So my first thought was bringing someone with me, like a companion, preferably male, because they're more stronger and, the physically fit survive. Strongest survive, is that they say. And so my friend would be able to help me. And plus, 2 brains are much better than 1. So we can further try different, techniques or plans of what to do and what not to do, and go further from there. The next thing I would get with me is a toolkit that has like an interchangeable power tool that is charged off the sun. So it's like solar charge, so it wouldn't need electricity or anything. So you can just charge, and then I could it could have different things that I would need. And I would get a machete, so I can, cut down trees, cut down fruits or vegetables or whatever's on the island, and then create maybe a little hut or something so we can live in there until we are able to create a boat or something and get off the island. Another thing I think would be very important to bring along is like a harpoon or some kind of instrument that you can catch fish and hunt or something along that line, and use that to get food, to survive and live. And the most important would be to get a water filter, because you never know what kind of water or whatever it is in the water. But with a water filter, you'll have clean water and you will be able to survive. So those are my questions. Thank you.